this exercise 5.1.2. We are still in arithmetic progression, exercise 5.1. We have been given 5 sub questions. We are supposed to write at least first 4 terms of an AP, which stands for arithmetic progression, where the difference between two successive terms is constant. In every sub question, we have been given first term as A, so that's the first term, and the uniform, constant, common difference has been given as D. So it's actually simple. You always start with the given first term. So let's start with it. Here, A is the first term and D is the common difference. I will start with this 10. Now here, this also 10. So just to make clear, I have color coded it with slightly different color. This 10, you always begin with A, which is the first term, which is 10, and then you add the constant difference in it. So now you will add this 10 and this next term will become 20. You repeat this process, plus 10, that will become 30, and then plus 10, that will become 40, and this goes on forever. Remember, you have been asked only first 4 terms, so this answer should be sufficient. We'll repeat this process for the second one. Now, second is a little bit tricky. The first term is -2, so that's what I will begin with, but the difference is 0. So that means there is no difference between two consecutive successive terms. So in that case, the process is still same. We add plus 0, and the second term will be still -2, and then you repeat that process, then you repeat that process, and this goes on forever. So the thing is, even if you have a progression where all the terms are same, this still technically qualifies for being an arithmetic progression, because you can consider that as an arithmetic progression with 0 increment or 0 common difference. And this goes on forever. In the third case, we'll take the first term as 4, and then you increment -3. Now, is this negative okay? Yes, that's absolutely fine. So rather than incrementing the difference, now we will decrement the difference. So our subsequent terms will be smaller than the first term. So the process is still same. The first term is 4, then you add -3. So technically you subtract 3, and your next term will be just 1. You repeat that process. You add -3, which is technically subtracting 3, and your subsequent term will be -2, and this goes on forever, and the first 4 terms are sufficient. Next, you start with -1, and then you add the difference, which is plus 12, so that will give you positive 11. You repeat that process, continue. 11 plus 12 will give you 23. 23 plus 12 will give you 35, and this goes on forever. What about the last one? Well, this can be equally applicable even if you have decimal numbers. Let's say we always start with the first number, A, which is -1.25. Then you technically add -0.23, which is subtracting 0.25. So that would become -1.50. Remember, minus 1.25, and then on top of that minus 0.25. So you'll go it further negative. So that will be -1.50. Then you add again minus 0.25. So you go further negative, which is minus 1.75, and so on. So your fourth term will be eventually -2, and this can go on forever.